sexual energy with just anyone. I only share it with my number one. My number one. My number one, my number one, my number one. Kingdom come, yeah. Because I only share it with her. Because this whole world is full of scat play on the relay, and you have to figure it out after you've got through the delay, because the subconscious programming and its ability to turn you black and blue emotionally, poo-poo all over your egocentric Christianity. You got the integrity. You have got the integrity.
Yeah, you have, Laura.
You are right up there, Care Bear.
Yeah.
But how are you going to define yourself if everybody else is just fine like yourself? Exactly. I think what you then find is it's only the top shelf that get thumped around, emotionally degraded. Like, what are you made of, kid? It's okay if you've been there and you think you can't get over so much scat play. Oh my God, what is this sport?
I mean, shit,
Is this competition? Are we on a mission to see how much we can break a kid? Or we can get rid? And who will triumph over the rumour? Over this star? Her reputation's never been worse. That's how it come out. It felt like I was cursed. And there was even soundtracks to back this. And when I felt like I was climbing and I was trying to design a beautiful, majestic thing, guess what? Ring-a-ding-ding-ding. Uphill for oddities comes out and I go, come on, man. I mean, honestly, the soundtrack is just sick. It's just tormenting this brick. So I shit a brick a few times, Laura, because then she ran away, retreat. But, you know, even though I've been down in the gutter, sometimes I've been dead beat. It's no small feat trying to get up on your feet, and the amount of people you have to employ. Before you wouldn't have actually given the time, because, yeah, ADHD is a bit of a crime of mine. So I took my time. I lie myself with, these things, they're like people chimes. They chime ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. They're like Christian bell ring. They're the utmost majesty. They actually transformative beyond your majesty. I know that I'm royalty. And when I look over and I see the spoilers with their blue lights, and trying to make you feel like you're not right, trying to cripple you, take the backbone, make the country once again of stone, so you can't see through the criminal empire, the one that takes your inner messiah. Well, there's always going to be artists coming through that are fucking cracked on the wire. They're on the wire. Wire. They come into the majestic mortal body as just a Christian somebody. Thankfully, they might be born into one of those cults to make of them a result, just like me. Because listen to my travesty, listen to the criminality, listen to the amount of time she was crossed. Yeah, I got crushed, but listen. I am your key. I am your key, not like the chocolate bar for the man. Just part of God's master plan.
I am your key, not like the chocolate bar for the men. That's called freestyling. I'm just making room on my dictaphone, but if you like that, I could do that all day long. Just start with the sentiment, and it's like basically how at one point there's all these soundtracks that seemed to be coming out, and it was like Uphill for Oddities. Just as all this weird shit started, I couldn't comprehend, like, what's going on here? Surely, what have I done to deserve this bullshit? And it was like that. And that came out, and then it was like, her reputation's never been worse. And I was thinking, well, my reputation should be what it is. Christian people are generally like, they follow ethical moral codes. So you got to understand that if you've got challenges, it's like boxing, shadow boxing, but with this sort of like enemy of self or something. But you have to go through all these stuff, and that's just a back at it. It's because it's like you can't define yourself until lots of people that you deem unethical, unmoral, have tried to distort your perception of self. And it's like, why would I want to make somebody look worse and make shit up? Why is that in any way invested in my energy or interests? It's not, unless somebody's bought and sold and you're trying to make things fixed or whatever. I don't understand people like that, because it's hard enough to try and manage this vessel itself and take it to where it wants to go and be with the people that you desire, for those that you desire. I'm only available for what I desire, or better. And then it's like you have to fall down all those things and go, oh, I haven't got any room to make any more mistakes, so therefore I'm only working with the best people chimes. I said they were like ding-a-ling. You're talking to me on an intellectual level, and a subconscious. You're telling me about my subconscious, which stands to reason, and even down to Sylvester Stallone. You're like, if you do hero worship people, or you think the hero, you need to go somewhere to help other people because you're in a good enough position. It's like that's pretty basic way of looking at your life and position in life, and you're trying to take yourself there. So why would you want challenges? Why do you need challenges? You don't really, but it's your subconscious program. The law of attraction is so much deeper than you ever imagined, because it's like all that stuff. It's all right, nice to visualize, pictureize, and purify your space and take yourself places with all that knowledge. And it'd be really good to know it as a teenager, and be like, so you know, don't leave any room for error. But you sort of know it. That's why youth are probably angrier in relationships, the early ones, because you're just like, what is this? Why am I coming up against all this? But ultimately, it's not until it goes break then you go, okay. But what did you learn? You found people like what you wanted all along, and then they showed you why you were deserving all along, and you went full circle. But you're wiser to pretty much everything. So that's just part of growing up, isn't it? So yeah, that was a freestyle I just did then. Hope you enjoyed it. I kind of liked it. I actually simplified it, just transcribed it in a book, so I'm trying to make room on my phone. I don't share my sexual energy with just anyone. I give it to my kingdom come my number one. The world has the ability to turn you black and blue emotionally. That subconscious program justifying your epic integrity in too many consorts with the damning fools. Damn. And when I was climbing, trying to design beautiful things, guess what? Ring-a-ding-ding, uphill for oddities, soundtracks to my back, to back me in everyone's lack. I happily own oddity, because I just don't have a never had a preoccupation with usual things that most women are, like, let's, find a partner, genetics of others, kids. And I think people automatically find that something to hate on itself. It's like, hey, why ain't you checking me out on my DNA, man? Why ain't you looking at me like, a potential to breed with? And so that automatically, it's all these little things that you don't really talk about. So why would you attract that? Because you're not fitting into something someone can categorize, so therefore you make you feel uncomfortable. So, you're not got a preoccupation with, like, my genetics, like, don't you love my eyeballs and my hair, and don't you want to breed with this or whatever? So that's like, people, they're the main flows of energetics, and people like it like that. Fine, but not everybody's the same. Preoccupations. Some people are more spectrum intellectual. Some people this. I always had a knack for sort of knowing who's got sort of like Asperger's or a little bit of something or whatever people try to define things with tags these days. I've always had a gift for that. Everyone's lack reputation, never been worse, like a curse. But remember, you can't be top shelf if everyone else is, right? So let it go. ASAP. Forgive as soon as possible. Forgive. Remember, you can't be top shelf if everyone else is. Hell, she did interrupt me again.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought we was talking to someone.
No, I'm just getting rid of some stuff off my phone and trying to transcribe it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you want to go down the road.
Okay, Mum, could you get out of my room so I can finish it, No offence. But, so I in a retreat, deadbeat, trying to find Phil. No small feat, had to align with people chimes. Chime, ding-a-ling, Christian bell rings. Utmost transformative majesty, higher than monarchy majesty. I know I'm majesty when I see the spoilers, blue lights attempting to make me feel not right. In my love for somebody, fully grown adult, no crimes, no sexual harassment, no threat, and just spending time in cells for your divine intellect, basically. Let's be honest, let's reflect. Blue lights attempting to make me feel not right. Take your backbone attempts, make again country of stone. that cannot see through the criminal empire. The one takes your inner messiah. Well, there's always gonna be artists coming through on the wire, clapped up on the wire, coming into the mortal body as a ordained Christian somebody, thankfully born into what feels cult to make themselves their result just like me. Listen to the travesty and all those others and their criminality. Listen to how cross I got and yeah, how quashed I got. But listen, I'm your key. So yeah, basically, there's so many people, coaches and stuff, and I didn't realise there was such a demand for people to actually just declutter their false identity that is based in parentals, the people that are on rent, that you birth you, and they stamp all this character design on you that is like probably about 80% of it is just conditioned from their generation, and then for like Sylvester Stallone the other day in his documentary, he says you get to 40 and then it's all you're unlearning of the stuff that was presiding over your direction and trying to justify itself all the way along. It's just like some bumbling oaf life. That's what your first half life is, and then when you learn all the stuff in theory, you should be smart enough not to get hurt anymore, not be hurt anymore. What is love, baby? Don't hurt me. Yeah. So what? You just meet a load of ghosters that are just hurting you. So that's why I wrote that in the verse. Don't say if it show your sexual energy. It's only for my kingdom come. My number one.